Hello again, welcome back. I've been studying this cohesive timeline for the FNAF series, and gamers, I have zero clue how he got here.
I always come.
Yeah man, we get it. Anyway, Springtrap has quickly become my second favorite addition to the ever-expanding roster of murderers and maniacs. The reason why is that he is just easier plague, and I mean that in the best possible way. These two killers share so many fundamental mechanics and quirks that it's genuinely hard not to compare the two. So, as it turns out, I am absurdly qualified to explain what exactly Springtrap and his two powers can do. His main power is to throw a fucking axe at you. This attack is an arcing projectile, much like the Purge's. This little quirk allows Plague and Springtrap to hit survivors over walls if they're accurate. The only difference is that the Fire Axe projectile is much larger, travels faster, descends much quicker than the Purge's, and its velocity isn't influenced by Springtrap's movement. That means that any shot you go for, including those flashy drop shots, are always going to be 100% accurate. The downside to that is that Springtrap doesn't have the flexibility of being able to manipulate the velocity of his projectile on the fly. Now that's all well and good, but you might be wondering how to start consistently hitting your axes. And the best advice I can give without beaming several thousand hours of muscle memory into you is this: back up. Not only does this give you a much more flexible and consistent range of angles, but it makes it so much easier to hit survivors attempting to dodge. While survivors can only cover so much distance in the literal second it takes for you to pull your axe out and throw it at them, unfortunately, the closer they are to you, the faster they're able to travel across your screen. I can speak from personal experience how difficult it is to hit the fly that's on your screen for half a second. So by backing up, you make it so much easier to hit someone dodging, and when you do, that's when the fun begins. Axe hits not only deal damage, but lodge the axe in the survivor if it doesn't down them. Survivors with an axe embedded can no longer hear your terror radius thanks to the oblivious status. Obviously, this isn't going to be great for sneaking up on people since, well, you threw it at them, but it is going to be pretty substantial for tricking survivors in chase, because this actually allows you to leave chase to pursue someone else or get a little bit quirky. And if you timed it right, that survivor should have no idea where you went. The best part is, that isn't the only thing to help you do this. Not only can you see the axe through walls, which tells you exactly what direction they're going, but if you manage to catch them in the open, not only is this much faster than downing someone with an M1, but they can't make any extra distance to get themselves saved. Just a fair warning though, on the PTB, survivors can be flashlight saved from all jump scares. Before you start trying to wombo combo someone from an axe thrown from 2 centimeters away, there's actually a 3-second block on any other inputs after throwing the axe, in similar vein to Plague's 3-second rule. Despite how short your cooldown is, this actually allows the survivor to gain a little bit of distance. Not much, but it's enough to actually escape you. Given enough time, survivors can remove the axe manually during chase or with the help of a buddy. Now that might seem like a big deal, but that progress actually resets if they stop trying to remove it. So by forcing a survivor to take a vault, you can reset their progress, and that's not the only chase chicanery you can do. You see, a lot of Springtraps will hold their axe like it's their firstborn child. And while this is an annoyingly effective strategy on Deathslinger and Huntress, Springtrap shares Plague's high energy status of it being always better to just throw it immediately. Not only is he slowed down even further when holding his axe, but remember that his range is absolutely pitiful. Not only does this give the survivor a lot of time to try and juke their way out of your range, but Springtrap is actually rewarded for missing. You see, he becomes substantially quicker when he hasn't reclaimed his axe, and if it hasn't hit anyone, the axe emanates a foul aura for a short period of time. Anyone who comes within this aura is revealed to you with Killer Instinct, and this is the truly fascinating part about Springtrap's power. You see, this little quirk can be used to completely counter check spots. For those who don't know, there are specific spots that when a survivor stands in, they can see you coming from any direction. Thanks to the fact that this aura pierces through walls, you're able to immediately tell if a survivor is using these check spots, so you don't do something silly like trying to cut them off and immediately losing the chase. That extra speed is also incredibly useful in other aspects of chase, since the cooldown to retrieving your axe is stupidly short. What happens more often than not is you use your speed to force the survivor into areas where they have to run in a straight line. And that ends exactly how you think it does. Now, a few people have said that you can use your axe as a map mobility tool, and I think that's really silly. Especially when you remember that Springtrap has one of the best teleport abilities in the game. You and the survivors can use one of the 7 doors to teleport across the map. This process takes 5 seconds for Springtrap and 8 seconds for the survivors. Teleporting in Springtrap is pretty simple. Just jump in, select the camera you want, and hop out with 20 seconds of undetectable. That means that after you teleport, survivors have pretty much zero clue where you're coming from. So, what's the trade-off? Well, the survivors have something that we in the business call a privacy concern. Survivors using the cameras can scan Springtrap to reveal him through walls and the undetectable status. If that wasn't scary enough, survivors can also choose to teleport to their current active camera. Fortunately, dealing with this is pretty inconsequential. Simply just throw your axe at the door to disable that camera and stop any survivors from teleporting with it or to it. This is actually super useful to prevent survivors from instantly rescuing your hooks, since you're going to be actively using your doors to go from chase to chase. Disabling doors is also a tiny bit useful for defending hex totems. However, the doors will eventually come back online after a short period of time. As of right now, I'd only really use trap hexes or disposable ones, since anything more valuable can be found really quickly thanks to the cameras. There's nothing worse than losing a perk slot because it was spotted instantly in 8K high-definition footage. So if you manage to catch some ne'er-do-well in the act of destroying one of your perk slots, you can rest easy in the fact that you've already prevented one of their escape options. But what if, in an unfortunate turn of events, the survivor was able to use the door to instantly teleport away? Well, if you're paying attention to the screen on the door, you'll be able to know what camera that door is connected to. Knowing this, you can figure out where they're headed so you can easily catch up and... Getting jumped in the Backrooms ends up with the survivor being dragged out in 2 possible locations. The door both of you ran through, or the door Springtrap was teleporting to. Funnily enough, you can actually tell if the door is going to have someone teleport to it because its screen starts flickering. This effect also happens if Springtrap is hiding behind the door. One of my favorite details about the doors is that Springtrap has the full freedom to teleport wherever he wants, whenever he wants, with 0 cooldowns. Even if the survivors completely deplete the camera batteries, it will only prevent the survivors from teleporting and leave Springtrap completely unaffected. So if you teleport to a very unfortunate chase, you can just fucking leave, which is a luxury most of the cast can't even dream of. Honestly, that's the reason I think it's one of the best teleport abilities in the game right now. Now you might be wondering, out of some sick scientific curiosity, what happens when you teleport directly onto a survivor using the cameras? Nothing, actually. You get a free hit, really. But to sate your curiosity, let's talk about the spawn logic of the doors, because it is truly heartbreaking. Despite how fun and unique of a gameplay mechanic they are, certain maps will make this feature near unusable for both sides, because they share spawn locations with Plague's fountains. Just like Plague before him, Swamp is going to absolutely terrorize him.
Michael! Don't leave me here! Michael! Help me!
Now you can actually get yourself a slight reprieve from this hellish landscape if you manage to bring a cut coin. You see, the amount of chests that spawn directly influences where your doors are going to be. Not only because chests and interactables share the exact same spawns, but the game itself actually spawns chests in first. From my testing, the cut coin forces a door or fountain to spawn in main building. Now, the effectiveness of this on Plague has been something I've been mulling over for months now, but for Springtrap, he's gonna get a ton of great mileage from it. Now, without further ado, let's see how truly effective Spring Roll is against the most intense gaming warlords, my own viewers.
The fear is palpable.
Chills? Bop. I wanted to go for a spin there. I'm so sorry, Pat. Dude, you can teleport so quickly with them. It's not even funny. Hello. Like, it's ridiculously quick. Oh. What input, by the way? What input? Oh, hello. I was doing something. I was setting up a play. Thought I could make it in time. Thought I could stop you. I want to see if the jump scare counts for Remember Me. It should, right? Oh my god. Alright. Huh? 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 Okay, well. Yeah, you know what? Fair and balanced. The silly door add-on? I do, but I think that's if they go through it. Potentially? I love zoning, Charlie! I love zoning! I love zoning! I love zoning! Hello? Dude, his terror radius is so clean, I'm not gonna lie. Get over here, buddy. You're mine! You're mine! That's right, you're gonna stay in the basement. Oh my god, hi Lawful. About the axe being a weapon, but I think it's sick as fuck. I hope you die in a fire. Honestly, true. Fact check that, it's true. Okay, cool. Oh, that would have been chills. What can I say? Boop. Okay, hold on. Okay, that should be right on the window there. Hello! Okay. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, that is the angle. Me standing right there is the angle for Plague. But I think with, Afton, you gotta be, like, there. Yeah, more or less. This map is just Greenville, too? I mean, it is, but, like, better, I guess. I don't know. Hello! Okay, so there is extended range on when you can grab someone. Ooh. Yowie. There is a like extended range. It just kind of relies on thing. There we go, chills. Tell you what, actually. Pop that one over there. We reveal you. Shiv you. Erica. We know there's still someone over there. Tell you what. Put that right on the gen. Thoughts? 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 We just like keep surveillance on that? Thoughts? Yeah, you guys, you know, like, what can I say? Kind of a genius. Okay.
Ordered the special.
I love how his Mori flicks her camera up. It's so funny. That's crazy. Not even mad. Oh my god, thank you. Hello? Where are you going, Viz? Where are you going? You're mine. You're mine. What the fuck? Hi? Alright. Giga Chad. He grabs you and you just teleport out. I mean, yeah, there could have been a better animation for it, but yeah, it's whatever. Still pretty cool. Yeah. Scared how I have higher ping in NA than I do in Japan. That's crazy, actually. Yowie! Damn. What? Oh my god. Chills? Okay. Well, oh. It's a little bit chilly is all I'm gonna say. You probably TP'd, right? Oh, are we going to the Pogaloop? Are you guys taking me to the Pogaloop? Are we? Grrr. And thanks to this add-on, by the way. Thanks to the add-on. You're mine.
No pizza for you.
I want to give a very special thank you to our channel members. Sarah, Loki, Cineroll, Erica, and Fat Pug. I want to thank you personally for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. It really does help me out. At the day of posting this is probably my birthday. If not, it's probably going to be a day later because, oh my god, there's so much to cover with Springtrap. But I didn't cover the add-ons in this video because I'm fairly certain that they're going to be changed in some form. So I'm just going to leave the soy jacking till later. I love you guys to bits, and I will catch you next time. Bye!